Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to LA Dodger Report, bringing you a quick video today to talk briefly about the Dodgers entering their most critical, most important series of the season to date. They open against the San Diego Padres tonight. Hyunjin Ryu going for the Dodgers. And let me tell you why this is the most important series of the season to date. First, a little bit of context. Prior to yesterday, in which the Dodgers played very well, prior to yesterday, the Dodgers were pretty terrible. Now, I'm not being a gloom and doom kind of guy here, but I am keeping it real. There are the Pollyanna fans out there, the I can't see the badness, don't worry, everything's going to be fine. These are early losses. It doesn't matter. The Dodgers were playing well under 500, and we had a whole group of people who believed that none of that mattered. Well, let me tell you, keep it real, baby, because it does matter. Enough losses at the end of a close season can possibly cost the Dodgers the division championship and possibly cost the Dodgers, if it's even that close, a wild card shot. Enough losses will keep you out of the playoffs, and losses in April count just as much as losses in July, so they matter. All right, that said, Clayton Kershaw even came out himself and mentioned the Dodgers were needing a feeling of urgency. The Dodgers needed to feel the fire under their feet and needed to get out of their funk. Chase Utley and Justin Turner had a meeting with the Dodgers, reminding the team who they are and what they're playing for. Well, they felt the need, and apparently they were able to pass it on to the rest of the team, because yesterday the Dodgers came out and just ripped the heck out of Arizona. Clayton Kershaw was vintage. He had a dozen strikeouts. The Dodgers offense was fantastic. They scored 7 runs. The team put everything together and picked up a win. Now, that's great. The Dodgers were starting out just like last season, though. As I said, prior to yesterday, the Dodgers weren't doing very well. And folks who were saying, don't worry, there's always a slow start to the Dodgers, were not completely wrong. We had the same thing happen last season. The Dodgers started very slowly and very sluggish. What happened? They didn't just suddenly hit a spark and everything clicked. No, what happened was there was an injury to Adrian Gonzalez, which brought up Cody Bellinger, and there was a trade for Chris Taylor, who just caught fire. Taylor and Cody really boosted the offense to the team. Everything changed. Alex Wood went on an 11-0 pitching record. He was unconscious. The Dodgers went on a 43-7 streak at one point, only losing 7 games out of 50. That was partly what got them into the World Series. Is something like that going to happen again? Well, we sure hope so, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. But what is repeating is Chris Taylor starting to heat up, and Cody Bellinger is also starting to wake up. And who knew? Wild card Utley. I got to eat a little bit of crow, because I'll tell you what, at the beginning of the season, I was down on Utley because he finished out the World Series not so great, in my opinion. And I was thinking he was just going to be another year older and another step slower. Well, I'll give credit where credit's due and say I was wrong when I'm wrong. And boy, was I wrong on that one. Chase Utley, team leader, offensive leader. He's not leading in batting average. Actually, Yasmani Grandal's leading batting average was something like 345. But Utley's right behind him batting 333. And he's hitting clutch. And he's tearing it up on the bases as well. So bravo, Chase Utley, becoming a leader, helping to run that team meeting with Justin Turner and lighting that spark under the Dodgers. So they're doing very well. They came out of the game yesterday. Now, before we close things out and we finish out why this series against San Diego is so important, let's taste a beer. Let's taste today's beer really quickly. We've got from Pizza Port Brewing, we've got Bacon and Eggs, an Imperial Coffee Porter. Right. Imperial Coffee Porter. Pizza Port is a very good brewery. They come out of California, Carlsbad, California. This coffee porter is a big beer, 8%. I've never had it before. It's called Bacon and Eggs. Let's pop it open and have a taste. And then we'll finish out talking a little bit about why this series is all important for the Dodgers. Here's the pour, Bacon and Eggs. Am I going to taste bacon? I kind of hope so. Am I going to taste eggs in a beer? I kind of hope so, just to see what's up with that. Am I going to taste coffee? I'm very definitely hoping so, because that's what they're calling it, a coffee porter. Very, very dark, as you can see. It's been a long time since we've had a dark beer in our reviews. Do I smell bacon and eggs? I tell you what, I do smell coffee. Very heavy, very thick on the coffee smell. Great. Smells like a delicious coffee beer. Let's have a taste. Very, very smooth. Coffee-ish, chocolatey-ish. I'm not tasting much in terms of egg, but I might be able to convince myself that there is a hint of bacon going on in here. It's got a little bit of bitterness up front and a sweetness that hangs around the back of the tongue. The taste finish is really smooth, and it's a really long, lingering aftertaste. I've had about 3 drinks of this, and I feel the beer still hanging around in my mouth as though I just had a drink. And it's in a very good way, not unpleasant. A very good aftertaste, smooth, lingering. I don't taste any big alcohol. Coffee. It smells like coffee when the beer comes in, and it tastes like coffee beans, like espresso beans. Wow, this is a great, great beer. Pizza Port, Bacon and Eggs. This is a great beer. Now, getting back to the Dodgers and closing things out. We're going to hope that the Dodgers have a great, great series against San Diego. Why is it so important? Because let's face it, all they did was have one good game yesterday. That hasn't made the season yet. And we just about are starting to enter into a make or break series against the Padres here. Not for the rest of the season, but certainly for the mentality, the psyche of the team. This is a battle for last place. If the Dodgers do well against San Diego, they can get well against a last place bad team and get some confidence and perhaps gain some ground. Who knows what happens while the Giants and Arizona and the Rockies are getting beat up on, hopefully. But the Dodgers would be able to get some confidence and get a roll going, and the offense can continue to get better. And after that, you never know what can happen. But if the Dodgers have a bad series against San Diego, we're all going to start talking about what's wrong with the Dodgers once again very quickly. And those folks who say, well, those losses in April don't matter, are going to start trying to convince us that losses in May don't matter either. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Hyunjin Ryu tonight against San Diego. Very important series. Just like this beer is a great beer, Hyunjin Ryu actually does pretty great against the Padres. He's 1-0 against them. He's got an ERA below 3, 2.79. The Padres barely hit 200 against him career, so it looks like we've got a good shot with Ryu going against the Padres tonight. So it's go Dodgers, go Ryu, go Pizza Port, and go hit like on the video below. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.